Good afternoon, guys. It is 4:23 p.m. on Wednesday, the 5th of July 2023, and this is week 13 of year 1 of this 8-year FIRE journey. As I say, almost 25 past 4, so market due to close in about 5 minutes. As you can see, the market is open, so the first thing I want to do is just get straight on and invest our weekly £120 worth of fictional money into the S&P 500, the exchange traded fund, through Vanguard, and as you know, shown here on the Trading 212 practice platform. So let's get that investment done, and hopefully that has gone through. Okay, it's actually just literally gone through, I think, after I said that. So I see the figures have updated on the right as well as below here. So what we're looking at just at present is a portfolio worth just under £8,500. We have got growth of just over 5%, and at the bottom right here the figures are actually all in green. If we look a little bit closer at this, sort of for the past week or so, you can see quite a strong blue candle there. I've not looked at the market in a couple of days, so I hadn't been aware that that was developing. I mean, as you can see for today, actually that's just flicked into negative territory there. My suspicion is that that's because the market's drawing to a close, and some day traders tend to dump stock as the market closes, to I suppose protect themselves against any bad news overnight that could result in a lower opening. But yeah, as I say, virtually from looking at this figure here for the day, virtually no change from yesterday, but there's quite a noticeable blue candle there, probably for about the past week. Just looking at where the line arrives there, that figure that we're currently at, current market value £66.28, just slightly higher than some of the previous highs, but not the highest that we've ever seen. Last time the market was as high as that was back in August of last year, and before that it would have been December 21. So it does look as if things are moving in the right direction, and yeah, that looks positive. I suppose, I mean, it's not really worth saying, I suppose, but 5.4% there is a better return on investment than you would expect with a bank, but because of the fact that it is an investment, it isn't guaranteed. Just looking at the notifications that we've got here, so that's our purchase there today. Meta platforms up 3.5% over plans for launching Twitter rival Threads. Okay, so presumably Meta may be a fairly large chunk of the S&P in comparison to other smaller companies. So that might have had a bit of an influence. What else have we got? Wolf Speed up 13% on 10-year supply deal with Japanese chip company. The first time I've ever heard of that company. Something about Chinese automakers rise. So they've had record deliveries in the second quarter, and as you might expect, their value has risen. I'm personally rather reluctant to go with electric vehicles, simply because anything that has high voltage associated with it, apart from making me rather nervous, it seems to have additional risk. I don't know if that's really a fair comment or if it's just my gut feeling, but there's plenty of footage if you look for it online, and even if you don't look for it, you may well come across EVs on fire, wind turbines losing their wings or their vanes or whatever they're called whenever the thing has I don't know exactly what has happened, but there's videos of them with smoke coming out of them, and finally flames before the wings actually come off. So we've just had the 4th of July holiday in the States. I don't really follow the news, so I don't know if it went alright or if it didn't. Hopefully so. And if we look, actually, I just see here the market has just closed. So actually just closed very slightly down for the day, up for the week, and every other point that goes back from there that's recorded in this. But of course, when we say 10.99% for the year, that is literally as compared to that point exactly 365 days ago, depending on where that falls on this chart. I think the experiment looks to be kind of going to plan now, after a bit of a carry on, probably mostly due to the Ukraine situation, which of course is not resolved as yet, and it actually remains very unclear what the solution there is going to be. So there may well be more uncertainty to come in the future. But if that's what happens, if we experience a market downturn, we will do as usual. We will continue to invest and invest consistently, and by doing so, I am confident that we'll be able to take advantage of any opportunities to dollar cost average. With that, guys, if you're still watching, thank you for being here. If you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing to the channel, and if you particularly liked this video, why not give it a thumbs up. Have a great end to your day, and I'll see you next week.